Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite...
Eto'o! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chance for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Andrić. Now he's got space here. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. Aims beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Nice control. And it's Pedri. He's cut it out. Schneider. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Paraguay are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider. Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Lahm. Lahm delivers. Climbs up big! Danger averted for now. Dani Olmo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Still goalless at the moment. Vieira. Quality ball. And it's Messi. In with the challenge. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick... And Van Nistelrooy! It's bounced back off the post. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Flashes it across. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Eto'o. Deftly away. That's a throw. And it's Pirlo. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Alexander-Arnold. He's dealt with that really well. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Schneider. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. and claimed it back swiftly. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's gone looking for safety. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Dani Olmo, lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feet. There's the... Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Andrić. Alexander-Arnold. It's Pedri. Chelsea finding their passes. Hazard receives it in a wide position. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hazard tries to get it clear. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Eto'o. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And that's aimed into the middle. Araujo gets it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. And the ball's gone astray. Pirlo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He is through here. Lahm. Cross needs to be good. That has been knocked clear. Played into space. Van Nistelrooy going about things with real menace. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's looking wide. He slings it. A header! Goal! The breakthrough arrives at last. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Taken back almost at once. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Paraguay perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he welcomes it in. He's in a great position here. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Chelsea have their third corner. They've played it short. Look at the space here. Knocks it into space.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pirlo! Now, who's going to be first to this? So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Oh, he's been flattened there. And he's there to clear it. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's through and all alone! Can he finish? And he hits the net! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Hazard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. That looks a cracking ball. Vinicius goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A case now of complete control. Hazard. Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, taken with style. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So is this the start of a comeback? And he's whipped it across.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 18. Entrará al campo.
Rodri.
Número 16.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he welcomes it in. It's Hazard! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry.